game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll look to throw again. Into the hand. Drake London with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Red, cycle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
For the play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 27 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On the set.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
Touchdown! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they go play action with Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Williams. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Yellow, green. Yellow, blue. Red.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 40. They'll go play action. Howell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown, Falcons! So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw.
There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, right?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Edwards. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw again. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The tight end Pitts. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from a yard out. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5. To throw again on second down. Howell. It returns it right back to Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Howell throwing on first down here. Out left to Dotson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And caught by London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
This one swung out to Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was game.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, Howell. He'll drop this down to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Howell out of the shotgun. This is caught. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Let's go.
Fourth down, Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now he'll look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side. There's London. Touchdown! Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Second down. Howell now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now throwing on first down here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Howell, another throw on second down. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 17 yards out. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10, Howell. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Edwards again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And
well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Powell with one final shot. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, this was a fun one today. If you Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on